Are we on? There we go. According to John, he said to go forward that Mr. Ember is aware of this. He was waiting to contact the client. So Josh said, just go ahead and put it because the attorney at least was aware. So at this point, I guess we're going to go forward.
Okay. Who is the attorney for Mr. Pradia?
Mr. Pradia is Roberto Ambrosino.
And has anybody talked to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so he knows he's set for 10 o'clock on Thursday and he agrees that's okay?
Yes, at this point, right. Your Honor, Mr. Gold is here. Charles Gold.
Aren't you supposed to be out campaigning? What's going on with his working thing?
Hey, Judge, it's Socks. Working for a living Socks. That's all I know. Good afternoon, everybody. Julia Dub, 657-676. First setting.
And I got you. And you're in contact with Miss Dubs, correct?
Yes, she's in the waiting room.
Have you received an offer yet?
No, sir, I have not. I sent an email out December the 13th, but that was been a Christmas break, so I'm waiting for an offer.
State at your ability to send an offer off to Charles for Miss Dubs, and that's reset for a week for you to get the offer.
A good offer. I'm sorry, Judge. A week?
Yeah, when you're a judge, you'll find out what a week means.
I misheard you. I heard you say a week instead of a month.
That's correct. 1 week.
Judge, I should not be punished because I didn't go to, here we go. No, is there any way that we can do it a month? A week from now, I'm pretty busy, Judge. We already talked about that.
Let me explain how this works. All I'm doing is keeping you on my radar. So theoretically, in a perfect world, the state will send you an offer. Then you'll get to read the offer and talk to your client about it. And then you'll know what you want to do. And if you need a jury trial, you call Pat and say, I need a jury trial. If you have a plea and everybody's happy, call Pat and say, I have a plea. Everybody's happy. And we'll give you more time if you need it. But once you go on our jury trial docket, that puts you off till like 2027 or something.
Judge, I need more time.
2 weeks. Give Charles 2 weeks because he's a candidate and he needs time.
Okay. Oh, you're so generous.
Is that the only one? Is that the only one you got today, Charlie?
Yes, sir. That's it.
All right, you're out of here. Thanks.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, Jennifer Barrera, I believe, is here for Steve Barrera.
Okay.
Hi, Jennifer will be right here. She's actually here with for Vicky Sanchez.
Okay.
But she'll be right here. Give me a moment, okay?
Sure.
Okay. She's here for Vicky Sanchez, Your Honor.
Who is? I'm sorry.
Jennifer.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, sure.
And we've got Renee Munoz who checked in, Your Honor.
I've got for Stephen Barrera, and I assume Jennifer Barrera. Jay Ramos, is that their client?
No, Your Honor, I guess not. I thought she was with Stephen.
Well, I'm looking at Stephen Barrera as the attorney, and Jay Ramos is the defendant.
Exactly. And Jennifer Barrera is not here for Stephen Barrera. She's here for her own client, Vicky Sanchez.
All right, so it will be under her name somewhere?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm looking.
It's at 2:30. And also Renee Munoz has come in for his clients.
Okay, I got Jen. Jennifer, are you with us yet?
She's not here just yet.
All right, well, just tell her to holler when she gets in there and let us know she's online. Renee, I'm looking for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge, somewhere in there. So, 2 cases.
2:30, Pat.
Yes, it's at 2:30.
Yes.
Should be actually, if you see Brian O'Donnell, it would be 2 after. The beginning of the 2:30s.
Got it. Margarita Salas.
Yes, Judge. This will be brief. I do have contacts. I have received an offer. We rejected the offer. We want a trial.
Put them on a jury trial list. It's been a nice talking to you. We'll see you at 2027.
One more.
Minx Gillinger.
Your Honor, he has one.
I've also got you down for Thomas Mix Gillinger, it looks like.
Yes, Your Honor, the exact same announcement. We have contact. We'll be requesting a jury trial, please.
Same deal. In a perfect world, when are we going into jury trials now? What month? What year?
It would be April 11th, Your Honor.
Of which year? This year?
Yes.
We'll be ready.
Your Honor,
Irrespective of the date, we'll be ready. I don't know about the state. We'll be ready.
I can see that Renee likes to use the same defense I used to use when I was a defense counsel. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. And you can't prove it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. That's all I got for you, Renee. You're out of here. Sharon, I see you lurking.
exactly.
Let me find Sharon now.
I'm here, and my client, well, am I muted? My clients are trying to log in. I have Andrew DeLeon and Humberto
In
Apollino.
the future, you're not required to bring your clients to arraignment dockets on Zoom. You can if you want to, but you're not required to.
Thank you, Judge.
Obviously, you're in contact with Mr. DeLeon, correct?
Yes, I just got off the phone with him, and he's trying to log on. The state has made an offer. My client's going to confer and think about it, and then I guess we'll decide what to do.
Let's reset one more week to give you time to do that. Will that work?
Okay. And then on Mr. Apollonar, the state just told me this afternoon that he has a sealed felony. So it might be all the same incident. So they're trying to get the report. So we need more time on that one so they can figure out what's going on in that one too.
Are they going to enhance one of these into a felony, or is it a completely different felony out there?
No, he said it. This is his language. This is what from Ross. He has a sealed felony. I think it's had the same incident because it was on the same day, but it has a different SAPD number. So I'm requesting the report as we have not received anything. That should take me a few days to figure it out and see if we can resolve all these cases. So
How much time you need?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Lewis.
I just got the report. At least I got a notification I got the report, but my email then proceeded to crash and I can't get it back up. So within the next, I would say a week, Judge, I'll know.
All right, let's reset 1 week and we'll go from there.
All right.
Your Honor, he also has an active warrant because of the second case. The forge is an at-large warrant.
Well, there's a bond set, isn't there?
That I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a bond on that, Your Honor. So yeah, he has to.
Pat, can you look and see if there's an actual bond set yet on that or not?
Yes, sir. If you just give me about seconds. That's all. He does not.
All right, Sharon, I'm going to set a $2,500 bond with weekly report and UA. When he shows me 4 clean UAs, I'll put him back on monthly. Okay.
Okay, so he's got to.
I won't know he's done that. You got to let me know he's done that, or I won't know.
Okay, so he has to go to the bondsman and set up this bond.
Apparently.
Okay, and then we don't know what's going to happen with this felony. Yeah. Okay. All right, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Of course. Thanks for your help.
Okay. Bye.
Barry, sorry, I've got you on a David Martinez.
Right. If I could talk to Ross about that, I'm just trying to get a plea offer.
You can at 3:30, which is an hour away.
Boy, okay. Well, I'll try to check back.
I'm going to reset you for a week with the understanding if you come back at 3:30, we may not need that. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Your Honor, Jennifer Barrera is on Vicky Sanchez.
See what I can find her again. Okay, Jen, I've got you on Vicky Sanchez.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. I apologize to the court for being late. My client is present here in my office and she has retained me. The court had appointed counsel to her, and we have just reviewed, we just actually got the discovery from the DA's office this morning, so I would like to ask for a pass for today's hearing.
No problem. Have you received an offer from the state yet?
I'm not sure if it's enclosed in the discovery packet. I have not even had an opportunity to look at the packet since I was in county court in Jim Wells County this morning, Your Honor. But if not, I will request a plea offer.
Let's do this. State, at your ability, please send Ms. Barrera an offer on Ms. Sanchez. She's got her discovery. If you need any more discovery stuff, let the state know. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks instead of 1 week to let you figure all this out. Will that work?
The only date I'm not available when you say 2 weeks is going to be the week of January 24th. I'm having a medical procedure done that week, Your Honor.
Okay, well then let's just do it 1 week, the 18th. I just want to confirm you get an offer, and if you don't get the offer, we're gonna reset you again anyway.
Okay, so we'll do the 18th then.
All right, all good, thanks.
Thank you so much. We may be excused.
You betcha.
Thank you.
And Brian O'Donnell, let me find you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm on the 230 docket, case 660-131, Joshua Zernekel.
I'm looking.
I have been in contact with
You
him.
have the 230, Your Honor, the very first two.
I got it. Go ahead. Joshua Zerneshel or something. Yeah.
Yes, Judge. He was supposed to be screened for mental health court. They have not done that yet. He has not returned their calls. I spoke with his girlfriend this afternoon, and I'm waiting to hear from him so I can find out why. They are willing to screen him. I would ask if I could reset it 1 week. And
Sure.
find out what he wants to do.
Let's do that. And state in the interim, go ahead and send an offer off to Brian so he has two options if the mental health court thing doesn't work.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And Brian, you've also got a Christopher Symes, it looks like.
Yes, Your Honor. I am in contact with him. We do have an offer. I sent a kind of a counter offer back to the state. I haven't heard back yet, but if we reset that for a week, I think we'll know, what my client wants to do.
Mr. Symes is a veteran, apparently. Have you talked to the Chris about the VTC? Is that something y'all would be interested in?
He talked to Chris, and Chris sent me a note saying that it's been almost 40 years. He cannot find his DD 214. So he believes that my client had a dishonorable discharge and would not be eligible for the
Okay. That takes care of that. All right. So you need an offer on Mr. Symes, is that correct?
I have an offer, Judge. I talked to my client about it, and we've asked the state to consider a different offer. So we would need a little time.
How about we set another week for y'all to figure that out?
That would be absolutely fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. That's the plan.
Yeah, be excused, Judge.
You betcha.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Joe Guayamine, I've got you down for Margie Ornelas.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. We're here back from a reset from last week. I know the prosecution is very busy. I sent an email to Mr. Villarreal asking if we could discuss a plea offer in this case, and I have not heard back yet.
Okay. Ross, at this point in time, coordinate with Eddie and get an offer off to Mr. Guayamine and or be willing to chat. If you want to come back and talk to them today at 3:30, you're welcome to do that. We just can't during our doc.
That's fine, Your Honor. I'll come back at 2:30 if that's okay.
All right. In the meantime, I'm just putting you on next Tuesday at 2 just to keep you on my radar in case you get hit by a bus or something.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
All
I'll
right,
be back
thanks.
a little bit later. Thank you.
Angela, let me find you.
Hey, Judge, I've got Jeremy Muniz, 2 cases.
Are you at 2:30?
Yes.
Yes.
I sent an offer off to Ross.
I got
or a
you.
request. Okay, I've got, like I said, he's got 2 cases that are not right after each other. But I requested an offer on the 6th. I haven't heard back from either DA.
Okay, state, we've got Jeremy Muniz, who has 2 cases, an ABI family and a UCW handgun. Let's reset for a week and give you time to send Angela offers on both those cases, okay?
Sounds good.
And that's
Did
all
you
I
say
have
2
for you, I
o'clock?
think.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, you're out of here.
Send you the docket. You'll know what time.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Will
welcome.
Brooks, let me look for you.
Judge, I'm kind of in the middle because I'm covering somebody and then I'm on the 3 o'clock.
Who else are you covering?
I'm covering Brovnik. He was on the 2 o'clock.
Okay, I've got Eddie at Jose Muniz. Does that sound right?
That's right, Judge. He's in the office next to me, but he's got COVID right now, so he's home.
Ah.
And I don't want him in the office next to me right now.
All right, so I assume that Eddie is in contact with Mr. Muniz, and has he received an offer? Do we know?
That I don't know, Judge.
Let's just reset for a week, and hopefully he'll be better by then. Will that work?
It works for me, Judge.
All right, that takes care of Mr. Muniz, and then I'm looking for yours under your name.
I'm on the 3 o'clock, Judge. It's
Okay.
Mejia 670227.
Gotcha. What's going on with Angel Mejia, a fugitive for some reason?
She's a fugitive. She had a high BRAC rating, Judge, in the court issued a warrant, but I've got an offer from Ross. We were recalled from last week for that purpose, and I've reached out to Miss Mejia, and I'm fairly certain we're going to work it out, Judge. So I can follow up with Pat and provide all the information I need to her as far as email address.
Can we just reset you for a week so you can figure all that out?
Sure, that works, Judge.
All right, that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
You betcha.
Oscar Hernandez.
Oscar Hernandez is here.
The missing Oscar Hernandez. How are you, Judge?
Fine, thanks. Let me see if I can find you. I had you a minute ago. Oh, how about Dalia Reyna Garcia?
Need an offer, Judge, and have a question.
All right.
You have her on the mobile alcohol monitoring. They're charging her $120, $130. Would you allow her to go to the non-Wi-Fi one? It's like $80.
Well, I'm not familiar with all these different models. They have what we've always used is something called a Smart Start Mobile, and then they've got some newer version of it, but allegedly it's the same price, according to Susan.
I want to go back to the original one that she just has to plug in, and it's about half the cost.
As long as it's a Smart Start Mobile, that's all I'm looking for. So if that will work for you guys and they've got one, then she can go back on that. I don't know what else they've got her on.
Okay. And then
my understanding from Susan Gross, who's our probation officer, is that we get a special deal in this court because we use more Smart Start Mobiles than anybody else in Texas, this, that, the other. And so we're supposed to get a special rate defendants on it. So
she just needs to make sure to say that she's from County Court 6.
Okay. All right. Next question.
As long as she's on Smart Start, it's fine with me. And I've got you for Alex Reyes also.
Well, let's go back to the other young lady.
Dalia Reyna Garcia.
She's going to be needing an occupational license. Are you going to require the ignition interlock in addition to the Smart Start?
No.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to make sure just so she can start saving up those pennies.
The law might say that, but I'm not going to require it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. And then
we've never really had a problem with that. My theory is spirit of the law, as long as she's on some kind of breath test machine, who cares?
Thank you. Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate that. Ryan Hernandez, I need an offer on him. So if we can recall both of these for a week.
Alex Reyes?
Yes. They just uploaded audio 911 calls about 3 days ago as well.
All right. So you need an offer on Alex Reyes and you need an offer on Dalia Reyna Garcia, and we'll reset. Will that work?
Please.
Let's see, Mr. Hernandez, check your email. You should have an email from Eddie with an offer for Alex Reyes. It was on January the 2nd.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Are you one of those lawyers that don't read their email? I can see it a mile away.
Second, Judge. Yeah, I think I have to raise my hand.
I think that's all I got for you. Those two cases. That sound right?
That's all. That's about it.
You're out of here. Marshall, I'm looking for you. Are you a 3 o'clock guy, Marshall? I'm not finding Marshall.
Hold on, Your Honor. Let me see if I can find him.
Hello, good afternoon. Did you say my name, Judge?
Yeah, I'm looking for you on my docket sheet. Are you here
Your
for
Honor,
you or for somebody else?
I'm here for myself. I got a Dorsey.
What time is your docket on this?
2:30, Your Honor.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
It's by
I need someone from the state to send me an offer, or
We'll have them send you an offer within a week. If you want to come back and chat with them today, you can come back on Zoom at 3:30, and then they have time to talk to you.
3:30? No, I don't want to come back on Zoom at all today.
All right, let's reset for a week, Marshall, and they'll send you an offer on Mr. Dorsey. Is that good?
Who do I have a commitment from to do that?
The state of Texas. How's that?
Who is that?
Ross, tell Marshall that you'll send him an offer and make him happy.
I'll send him an offer. It's an even, so it's my case. I'll send him an offer.
Ross Lewis, Marshall.
Okay, Judge, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, you betcha.
Have a good day. Bye. Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Andrea, what time are you supposed to be on our docket?
2:30, Your Honor.
All right, I'm looking.
It may also be under Christopher Castro.
Yes,
Okay.
it is under Christopher. Stephen Williams, Your Honor.
Yes.
Got it. What's going on with Stephen Williams? He's a fugitive for some reason.
We've got an offer. We're actually ready to go ahead and take that. I didn't receive any plea paperwork. We reset it from last week to this week, so we're ready to take the plea whenever you guys are. You should be logged in.
If you send me an email address, we can do it this Thursday at 10 o'clock. So send it to me immediately, so that way I can just email me and I will do all that paperwork today after we're through. Okay?
Okay, so Thursday at 10 a.m. for the plea, and I'll send you the client's email.
Yes, thank you.
All right, can we be excused?
You bet. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great afternoon.
And Monica, who are you here for?
For her.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm here for.
Are you on the 3 o'clock docket?
2:30, Judge.
2:30. Okay.
And we have a pretrial diversion offer from, I believe, Mr. Lewis. I could be wrong. If I could just confer with him briefly, see if we can negotiate the terms of that agreement. That way we can go ahead and reset for PTD pending.
I can't cut him loose to go back in the back. If you want to talk to him right now in front of God and everybody, you're welcome to do that.
Sure. Mr. Lewis, I sent you a chat. Wanted to see if you'd do a 12-month PTD instead of 24 months.
Let me see. I haven't ever heard of that's a long PTD. So I'm trying to open up my system, but I'm having internet issues today. So I will try to open it up and I'll respond to you.
Okay. And Judge, we can reset for a week if it's okay with you.
Just reset for a week, radar, and get up with you before then.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
I said we're going to reset you for a week just to keep you on my radar for the next arraignment docket next Tuesday. But the state should get up with you before then, and y'all can do whatever you'd like to do.
Okay, good deal. Thanks. Ross, I'll take another look at that offer, and maybe I misunderstood.
I'll message you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your Honor, Mr. Steinberg is in.
I see Mr. Sharman lurking. Let me find him.
Sharman would be the first page.
George, I got you on Laurie Perez.
Yeah, she pled guilty on a felony, Judge, and I think what happened was this was the original case, and then they raised it to a felony. I don't think this case is live anymore. I think she's on probation.
I looked at the offer with the felony. This case was supposed to be running concurrent with that. That was the agreement that was made at the time. It's in the notes that this case is supposed to be running concurrent.
So
I can send you those terms that the felony prosecutor put in.
Okay, so do we do another guilty plea or what?
It's an open case.
Yeah, it would be either guilty or no contest. It's a separate plea. It has its own terms.
Okay, I've never heard of that being done before, but whatever it is.
Is the felony a DWI or some other kind of case?
It's another case, Judge. It was a failure to stop and render aid, I believe.
Okay. The state's not TIC and DWI. Is that kind of your policy?
I don't know.
Pretty much,
I talked to him about that, and I said, don't TIC it. We want it dismissed, and I think they agreed to do that.
All right, let's reset for, you need a week or longer, George, for you to go figure this out.
I vaguely recall that conversation. I could be wrong, but I generally don't like TICs because it means another conviction. The whole idea of the plea was getting it something other than the DWI.
Who was the felony prosecutor you were talking to? Do you recall?
I don't. Maybe Ross knows.
It would have been Neil Cordero at the time. It was but he's transferred, but his notes are very clear. And the plea in our system and also in the county system says that this case is to be running concurrent.
Correct.
The plea was entered on the record. It said this case was to be running concurrent.
That's right.
Well, then, if it says that on the record, then I'm wrong, but who was the prosecutor over there, Ross?
It was Neil Cordero. Whenever he was in the 290th, he's not in the 290th anymore, but he is still in the office.
Okay.
I think he's in the
George, if you're real nice to them, they may give you deferred on your DWI. You never know.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, I'll go get her then. I thought this was supposed to be a different resolution, but she's obviously not here today, and I'll get her. I closed the file. That's what I'm saying. So let me go pull that file. Will you give me some time to get back on?
Sure. Just to keep you on my radar, let me reset you for next Tuesday. But if you find out this week that you need to do a plea, we can get you in on Thursday, either at 10 or at 2, I think. Pat, does that sound right?
What's the date next week you want this?
Well, next week it would be the 20th at 2 o'clock.
1:20.
Yes, at 2 o'clock. If you decide for a plea.
All right. All right, I'll pull that file and then I'll get with Ross and everybody else and we'll get this straightened out.
Okay.
Pat, they could also do a plea this coming Thursday, which is the 13th, correct?
If they have everything done and I get an email address as soon as possible, yes, we could do it at 10 o'clock this Thursday.
Okay.
He just needs to let me know which we're going to do.
Well, why don't we stick with the 20th? Because I'm going to be out of town the next couple of days. So I'll have to do that.
Okay.
Reset plea on the 20th, and if changes, let Pat.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Thanks, George. And who else have we got? Joe Stenberg. Let me find you.
Cardona, Your Honor.
I got Jesus Garcia for Joe Stenberg.
Howdy. Yes, he's got 2 of them, Your Honor.
All right. Joe, let's talk about Jesus Garcia first. I assume you're in contact with him?
Dang if I know, Your Honor. I can't find my file. I'm so sorry. And I pride myself.
Look how organized your office is. How could you possibly not find something?
I know, and I pride myself on my organization skills, but I've looked all 8 places where I keep them in alphabetical order, and it's not there. So
well, I'm more concerned about Mr. Garcia himself than his file. Do you know where Mr. Garcia himself is?
I can't say I do, and I can't say I don't.
How about reset a week to give you time to clean up your office and find your file and call Mr. Garcia? Will that work?
That would work.
All right, let's do that one.
Thank you very much.
And then you got somebody else. It looks like Jose Cardona.
And Pat, yes, I take back what I said about Judge Christian. Take it back.
I understand.
All right, thank you. All right, now on Cardona, I just need to speak to a prosecutor.
If you want to do that today, you can come back at 3:30, or we can do it. I'll give you a week to get with them at your leisure.
3:30 is fine.
Okay. Pat, just for the sake of conversation, resetting for next Tuesday at 2 to keep him on my radar. And if you come back at 3:30, we'll get you right in to talk to the prosecutor. Do you have an offer on Mr. Cardona yet that you're aware of?
No.
All right, need offer. So State, you're going to get a chance probably to talk to Joe today, but who knows what could happen in the next 30 minutes.
Do I come back on the same?
Yeah, correct.
We'll just be open. We'll still be.
Or you can just stay on with us. It's another 45 minutes or something. Turn off your microphone and do whatever you want to do.
I'll be working on my desk.
You'll be looking for the file. Isn't that what you're going to be doing?
Yes, yes. No, Cardona I have. Cardona I have.
All right, all good. Thanks.
We've got Mr. Del Cueto, and I'm sure it's Taylor.
Taylor, are you with us?
I'm here.
The hitman, send the hitman, send Taylor.
Yep.
Let me find you.
It was 3 o'clock.
You got to be on our 3 o'clock somewhere.
Actually, I've got a Cynthia Fuentes Salazar at 2:30.
Oops, look back.
And it would be 3 cases after Mr. Steinberg's.
Got it. What's going on with Cynthia Fuentes Salazar?
I think we have most of the discovery. We're just waiting on the blood discovery.
You think, or you know what you're missing? They may not. Is this one of those that has the 10-year laboratory evaluation going on? We send it to the lab and it never ever comes back, kind of thing.
Well, it comes back.
State, do we have the blood back on Miss Fuentes Salazar, which is 668871?
I'm checking right now, Judge. My system's just still giving
have
me issues.
The BAC report. We don't have the underlying discovery.
Taylor, I'm going to make a recommendation because we got discovery issues. Let's just put you on our jury trial docket. And that way I don't nickel and dime you and keep bringing you back every week or two to ask what's going on, because you have no control over discovery, obviously.
Okay.
And then if you get it resolved or something good happens, just let Pat know before 2027 or whenever the jury trial actually comes up.
Okay. And then did you say we could confer with prosecutors at 3:30?
Correct.
Okay. I'll get back on at 3:30.
And Mr. Ramos called me yesterday on my cell phone, but he didn't leave a message and he didn't text me or anything. So I don't know what that means. So if he's looking for me, tell me I'm at the same number so he can find me.
Yeah, we had a few motions that we're waiting on an order from you.
You know which ones they are?
I do.
There's a travel one the guy wants to leave tomorrow, which got granted, I thought, but I mean, who knows?
That one got granted a while back, I think, but we had a motion to substitute. What do you want me to give you? The actual motion or the case number or the name?
Just talk to me about it. You got a motion to substitute counsel or a motion to substitute what?
Substitute mouth swabs for UAs. The person on Scram.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, the person's on Scram. He's been on Scram for 3 months. So there's a companion motion to remove Scram. But the UAs is taking a few hours to get a UA. And he's even gone at different times to try to get around it taking a few hours. And there's just a line at all times. He started a new job. He's afraid he's going to get fired.
Okay.
Because it's taking
Taylor, tell me this. Has he done 4 UAs in a row that were all clean?
He's done more than that, Judge.
All right. What is the name of the defendant?
Nathaniel Arraignment.
It's a bad thing when I remember these people's names. All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to waive UAs, and not just on Mr. Arraignment, on anybody, unless I know they're a heroin addict or something. If they show me 4 clean UAs, when I put them on weekly reporting UA, then I waive it after that, and they go back on monthly, okay?
Okay.
So that's everybody, not just Mr. Arraignment, but I'll take care of Mr. Arraignment this afternoon. It won't go into effect till tomorrow.
Okay. And then his Scram, he's been on for 3 months.
And I'll check on the Scram part of that. I assume there was some reason I put him on Scram.
Yes, he received a violation.
Your child or something for several times. He had, I don't remember what they were.
He had a high blow.
All right, well, we'll look at that, and the possibility / probability is we'll put him back on Smart Start at 4 unless we have another problem. But I'm sure after talking to all you guys, you will ensure he's aware that he's dealing with a very mean and ornery judge, and if he does something bad, he'll be in jail again, right?
Yes, Judge, and that's one of the cases we want to confer about, so I'm hopeful.
Okay, good. We'll come back at 3:30, which is a mere 35 minutes from now, and we'll get you into CODA.
Okay, thank you.
Or you can just hang on with us and just turn off your microphone and turn off your picture and do whatever you want to do.
I'll do that. Thank you.
All right. Anthony Zamora, long time no see. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
How are you, Judge?
Fine, thanks. Let me find you on my hit list.
3 o'clock, you're in.
Are you in a bar that's blacked out? Your background looks like it's all dark behind you.
Yes, I'm living in the shadows now, Judge.
All right. I've got you down for Edgar Meadow Ramirez.
Yes, sir. If you can send me the breakout room with the prosecutor.
I can at 3:30.
Okay.
Have you received an offer yet?
No.
Fail safe. I'm just going to keep you on my radar. I'm going to reset you for next Tuesday at 2 on our arraignment docket, with the understanding if you're here at 3:30 today and talk to him and you come up with a new plan, just let us know what that is.
Okay, so Tuesday, if we don't, this coming
If for
Tuesday.
whatever reason you can't talk to him today,
okay,
you're just on my docket for next Tuesday. That gives you between now and next Tuesday to call them anytime and talk to them, and they'll get you an offer during that time frame. Okay, Ross?
It's Anthony, Judge. I think Ross is.
He's noted.
Yeah, he's still with us.
Okay, I'm
All
going to log back in at 3:30 then.
That'd be fine. Elizabeth, who are we talking about? Is this a Roy Floyd thing?
Roy Floyd, Chelsea Clerk, and Joshua Arredondo, Judge.
I'm still unpopular in Almas Park. I find that a little amusing. But I'm not as unpopular as you are in Almas Park.
Judge, they actually like me. I'm very nice to them. I didn't show up with my body cam, Judge.
So what's going on with Roy Floyd?
Judge, so I'm going to apologize. This is actually the third setting on this. I missed the last one, but the prior one before that, we didn't have an offer, so everything was reset. So I still don't have offers on Joshua Arredondo and Roy Floyd.
Okay, and we're only dealing with 2 cases of reckless driving and a driving while license invalid?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's try again. Let's reset for a week. And state at your ability, please fire off an offer to Elizabeth for Mr. Van Cleve on Mr. Floyd on a reckless driving and an enhanced driving while license invalid. Any chance you can get him street legal? Because that makes the state really happy and excited when you can get him street legal.
I am working on that, Judge.
All right. Otherwise, we'll see you in a week. Will that work?
That will work.
And I've got another one for Mr. Van Cleve named Chelsea Kirk. Are you here on that one too?
Yes, Judge. And I do have an offer on that. I'm mulling it over with my client still, and we'll reach out and set it for a plea or for a trial within the next week.
Just reset you for a week, and then if you decide you are ready for a plea, just let Pat know, and that can be either this coming Thursday, the 13th at 10 or 2, or next Thursday, the 20th.
20th.
2.
And Arredondo, we're setting for a week as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
We don't want to confuse Elizabeth. She'll miss this again.
I apologize. You're at the same time.
You're one of the very few people that always shows up. You always show up. So I'm just making fun of you.
Pat would beg to differ.
Your Honor, she has received one of my failure to appear.
Nasty grams.
It is a nasty gram, but I'm actually going to stick around, Judge, to try and confer.
You're welcome to do that.
Judge, I did want to ask you one other thing. I've been bothering you for a few months now about my client Lee Jenkins, who we are trying to get screened through BTC. And you said that there was a possibility for him to get rescreened because he was initially denied the program. But he really needs this program, Judge.
Is this one of the ones that when Megan was our ADA and she's the one that said he wasn't qualified? Chris, and tell me the name of your client again on this one, Elizabeth.
It's Lee Jenkins, and I've reached out to Chris on it already, and he's asked me to
ask Chris what the status is on this gentleman.
Judge, he was screened, applied, denied by Megan. We've sent it up to Ross and Eddie to reassess, but we haven't heard anything back if they're going to re-entertain it or not. So he's really in a no status because...
Is this the one that was aggravated because it had an accident of some kind involved? Is that what's loaded?
Four times the legal limit, and Megan said she couldn't get a hold of the complaining witness. It's one of those. It was a DWI though, Judge.
Okay. Hey, Ross, are you still with us?
Yes, Judge, I'm still here. I'll have to take a look at it. I'm sure it's probably sitting in my office, but since I am
this is one of two
into the office for at least another few days.
And Megan maybe she didn't understand the rule, or maybe y'all have a new rule on your side, but in the VTC, if it's a family violence case, it's a requirement that the victim of the family violence assault gives permission for the defendant to participate in the VTC. That doesn't apply anywhere else. I don't know if Megan thought it applied here, but obviously you can take into consideration anything you want. But somebody that is involved in something like 4 times legally intoxicated needs a lot of help. And I think you've been with us long enough to know he's not going to get away with anything. So at your ability, it's not life and death overnight, but in the next 10 days, hopefully, take a look at that and let us know what you think.
That sounds good. Hopefully I'll be allowed back in the office in 10 days.
All good. All right. That's the plan on that one, Elizabeth. Hang around to talk to the boys here in a minute.
Thank you, Judge.
Ray Lopez, let me find you.
Afternoon, Judge.
Damian Cisneros.
Gotcha. Talk to me about Damian.
I think we're going to need to put this one on the trial track, Judge.
Are you in contact with Mr. Cisneros?
Yes, sir.
And have you received an offer from the state yet?
Yes, sir.
And do you know what you want to do yet?
We need a trial date, Judge.
Great. Jury trial docket. See you in 2027.
Mr. Lopez,
Okay.
I'll be sending you that date later this week.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ray.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one.
Joseph Renteria, let me find you.
Eddie Marquez Sanchez, Your Honor.
Got it. Talk to me about Eddie Marquez Sanchez, please. Tony. Are you in contact with Mr. Marquez Sanchez?
You're muted, sir.
And have you received an offer yet from the state?
He's muted, Your Honor.
Oh, your microphone's turned off, Mr. Renteria. Now you're cooking.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor, we've made numerous attempts to contact the district attorney's office, but we haven't received a response.
All right. State, we need an offer at your ability on Mr. Marquez Sanchez, cause 670713, it looks like. DWI open container. And let's reset for a week to keep you in my radar. If you don't get an offer in a week, Mr. Renteria, just let me or let Pat know and we'll talk to the state and we'll get you an offer. But
We'll get it dismissed, Judge?
all right, I can't promise you that. That's between you and the state. Y'all go wrestle. If you want to hang around till 3:30, it's 3:05 right now. You can talk to them today about this if you want. Tell them your sad story and why they should dismiss it and all that good stuff.
Well, actually, Judge, I need to go to the jail to get somebody out on a bond.
All right, well, go do that and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, so I just wait for an email with a new date, Judge?
Well, the new date's going to be next Tuesday.
Next week.
Which
I
is
will
the
send-
18th at 2:00. Same
I
sign.
will send you the information.
The 18th at 2:00?
Yes, sir. Same kind of deal like today.
All right, Judge.
And hopefully by then you'll have an offer you can look at.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
thanks.
it. Yeah.
Kirby Whalen, talk to me about Jaime Ramirez.
Oh, well, I have a weird communication style with him. Set up anyways. I got a payphone. I gotta wait for him to call me on the payphone. Call his father, and that's how we communicate. But I do have an offer. Just need to kind of get in contact with him or hear from him.
Let's just reset a week and hope you catch him and find out what y'all want to do and let Pat know. Will that work?
Right. If it is a plea, it'll have to be an in-person plea.
And Mr. Whalen, did you understand that as soon as you tell me, I will be there in court with an extra laptop and we can do it then?
Okay.
And so we'll figure something out. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right, thanks. Brent Hardy, let me find you. I got you down for Robert Williams. He's got a handgun. Sounds like something you would know about.
Yeah, it's a cheap one.
Have you got an offer on this case yet?
I don't, Judge.
Are you in contact with Mr. Williams?
I am. I was hoping to confer with the state.
If you hang around till 3:30, we can make that happen.
I can make that happen as well.
In the meantime, I'm going to reset you for next Tuesday at 2. And if y'all get something resolved before then, just let Pat know.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Joseph, let me find you.
Mr. Rocha is after Mr. Hardy.
Mr. Williams, is there another one for Mr. Hardy?
No.
Mr. Hardy had a defendant named Mr. Williams, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So what are you talking about? Who else?
I'm sorry, nothing, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I messed up.
Have you been drinking on the job again?
Maybe, no.
Joseph, I'm looking for you.
It's 672-575, Judge. He's got probably the longest name on the docket. He's got several names. It's Miguel. There's an Orozco in there.
Enzio
Yes.
Orozco Herrera.
There he is.
It's under Trey Porter.
I'm looking. Is it 2 o'clock?
It's at 3 o'clock, Your Honor.
Oh, it's at 3 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then remind me to talk to Elizabeth because I missed one of her clients. She's got more clients than she even knows about. Got it. Ennio Orozco Herrera, plus or minus. And I assume you're in contact with the defendant. That'll be easier.
We are, Judge.
And have you received an offer from the state yet?
We haven't, and they there's a discovery that I'm sure they're waiting on too. This is a Live Oak Police Department case, and so I'm sure they don't have anything else. We're waiting on videos and such.
Joseph, I suggest that we just put you on the jury trial docket to buy us some time. So I don't keep bringing you back every couple of weeks, and then we keep saying we still don't have it, we still don't have it, we still don't have it. And then if, as and when you ever really get it, and you come up with a plan, just let Pat know. Will that work?
That works.
All right, that takes care of that one. You got anybody else today?
No, Judge, but also on that guy, if we could talk real quick, back on he was originally on bond. They put him on 3 UAs a week. You and I talked about it back in December. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. I've never seen that. But you put him on weekly for 4 weeks and told me that he could go monthly if he was clean those 4 weeks.
Right.
Unless you've got something in front of you that I haven't seen, Judge, I believe he's been clean.
Did you sent me a notice on somebody? Is this the gentleman you already sent me a notice on to check out about that?
I sent you an email last week, I think.
Okay, yeah. My standard policy is if we put somebody on weekly report in UA and they show us 4 clean UAs in a row, then we'll automatically put them back on monthly UAs after that. But I won't know they've done that. I don't have access to any information channels that tell me that happened. So you end up bringing this to my attention. I call Pat, she calls pretrial, and then we find out what happened. That's how it works.
Okay.
Which is
so have I sufficiently brought it to the attention of the court?
Yep, I got it.
Cool.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good one.
Okay, James Anders, let me find you.
Yes, Judge. I'm at the top of the first page.
Rangel, Your Honor.
Second one at the top of the first page.
You back at 2 o'clock?
You've got it 2:30. It is Tristan Rangel.
Right, that's the one that 2:30.
I'm looking. Got it. Tristan Rangel, correct?
Yes.
And are you in touch with Mr. Rangel?
I am.
And have you received an offer from the state yet?
I have. And we've filled out, we have actually, I'm sorry, Judge, we've actually completed a PTD contract and sent it back to the PTD people already, Fez. So we've put our signatures on the contract.
Let's reset for 30 days so you can get an answer from the state on whether they accept it or not, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that takes care of you. That's all I got for you that I'm aware of.
That's what my understanding as well. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Dylan, let me find you.
Afternoon, Judge.
Last page, last person.
At 3 o'clock?
Yes.
How clever. Talk to me about Luz Luera. Maria.
The number I have for her is the wrong number. She hasn't contacted me, and I attempted to contact her bail bond company, but no one answered there.
Are you retained on this case or appointed?
Appointed, Judge.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Do you want another week to try to find her before I do bad things to her?
Good afternoon, Judge. Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yep.
I believe she might have hired somebody that's, I think Declan is trying to talk to you about her.
All right, everybody stop talking except the person who now represents Miss Luera. Who's that?
Yeah, no, she retained our law firm to represent her. So my name is Harrison Declan.
And Mr. Declan, are you an attorney, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you represent Miss Luera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah, where is she? Are you in contact with her?
Yeah, I spoke with her today, but I told her that she was excused.
Okay.
From her,
Have you put in a motion to come on board so that we can release the old attorney, Mr. George?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that.
All right. File a notice of representation, and then Mr. George, you're going to be cut loose as soon as that's filed, okay?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Declan, have you received an offer from the state yet, or you may not even be on their radar yet?
No, we haven't received an offer, Your Honor.
Okay. Pat, do you have contact information on Mr. Declan's office?
I'll get it. If not, I just need his email address.
Yeah, I sent you. I've been trying to file the notice of representation, but for whatever reason, I've not been able to do that. But I sent you a copy of our notice of representation.
Okay, I'll look for it, Mr. Declan. I'll look for it.
Okay.
So this is 2 cases, state. They're both family violence, allegedly. Let's reset up for a week so the state can look at them and send you an offer on both these cases, and we'll go from there. Will that work for you, Mr. Declan?
That works perfectly, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, I wanted to request that the no contact order, because she's trying to contact her husband and her son. I'm requesting that the no contact order be set aside, so that she can contact her husband and her son.
Is her son one of the alleged victims in these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, you can look at that side of it. Obviously, I don't know anything about any of these cases. Is the son in both these cases or just one of these cases? Who are the victims in both these cases? They're different people, I'm guessing?
Your Honor, so the one of the victims is her husband. The other one is the child. Again, basically, she and her husband, they were having issues, and then the child accidentally got involved in it. So
Okay.
that's what's going on here.
Here's how we work with family violence. I keep a no contact order in place until everybody gets together and we understand that everybody wants to do the same thing. So at this point in time, the no contact order stays in effect, but you can get in contact with one of our 2 prosecutors and discuss your side of the case with them and see what their position is, because they will actually talk to the alleged victim.
Okay.
Victim says, "You see my mother," that's one. Oh, I still my mother. Me, that's another thing. I don't know what to say. So talk, and if you and the state, then I'll follow what the agreement is on the no contact order. If y'all can't agree, then we can have a hearing on it and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna hang on for the 3:30 to 3:30 so I can confer with the prosecutor, if that's okay.
If you want to hang on till 3:30, you can talk to one of the prosecutors.
Okay, I'll do that.
Otherwise, I'm gonna reset you for 1 week. So we'll see you next week at 2 o'clock on the same sign-in credential. And by then we should have a plan on this no contact order business. All right, Sean Farmer, let me find you.
Good evening, Your Honor.
I'm looking. Got you with Adrian Aguilar.
Yes, Your Honor. He was actually, being onboarded by Christopher Whittemore, or screened to see his eligibility for either track 1 or track 2 of the Veterans Court.
He's not coded as a veteran yet for some reason. Chris, is Mr. Aguilar on your radar?
I'm sure he is, Your Honor. If you give me 1 second, I will give you an update.
Standing by.
Judge, did you say that you had another case for me?
I did. I have to find it again, but I was zooming around in here and I saw that you were on a different one too. I'll look for
it. What was the veteran's first name?
Xavier Aguilar. I thought this was the case from last week that was being reset.
Xavier
Aguilar, 6741113.
And maybe mixing the case up with the one from last week that was to be scheduled for today. Let me see.
Elizabeth, did we talk about Joshua Arredondo?
We did, Judge.
All right, then I just didn't miss it. All right, thanks. We're good.
Reviewing my spreadsheet, Judge, I don't have him on the spreadsheet is tracking. So I don't know if there was an email that was supposed to be sent or what, but I've had no contact with Mr. Aguilar.
Hey, Mr. Farmer, is Mr. Aguilar online with us today?
He is not. I believe last week he was on, and he was the medical, worked in as a medic in the Army.
So he's still active duty military, is that correct?
He's no longer active.
Okay. Here's what I suggest we do. Let's reset for a week, and that gives you time to get Mr. Aguilar to call Chris and let them chat, and Chris can do an initial vetting to see if he's eligible for the VTC or not.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If he's eligible for the VTC, we're good to go, and the state will make him an offer through the VTC. And if he's not eligible for the VTC, the state will make him an offer outside the VTC, but still give him credit for his military service.
Okay.
Let's just reset for a week. And Chris, this Mr. Aguilar, you want to give Mr. Farmer your contact information so Mr. Aguilar can call you or email you or whatever you want him to do?
Sure, Mr. Farmer, do you have a pen and paper?
Yes, I do.
My cell phone number is 210-425-0617.
17. Okay. Okay. Thank you, and I will
All right,
keep in
we'll
touch.
see you next week.
Your Honor, he has one more.
Oh yeah, one more. Hang on. I've got you also for Ignacio Morales, resisting.
I would like to confer with the state, but however, I do have a family emergency right now. I'm not sure if I could request a
All right, let's just reset you for a week. Are you in contact with Mr. Morales? Is all I need to know.
No, I am not, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna have to issue an FTA warrant on him, and if you find him, let me know and I'll pull it back. Otherwise, we'll see you on this other case next week, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Farmer. You're out of here.
Okay.
You know how long it'll be for, is it Jose Rocha?
I'm looking for Jose Rocha now.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, Jose, I've got you on Robert Elliott. Is that your guy, Jose?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you're cut off.
Oh, we lost him.
No, he's here.
No, we got Mr. Rocha. Hey, Mr. Rocha, are you in touch with Mr. Elliott?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, and have you received an offer from the state yet?
I have not. I did reach out to Mr. Lewis regarding this case, but I haven't received anything.
All right, I'm gonna put you on next Tuesday at 2 on my radar, and then if you hang around another 10 minutes, you can talk to the state today if you want to, if you have time.
Your Honor, I'm going to come back because I have a matter of.
I'll reset you for next Tuesday at 2, and that gives you between now and then to talk to him. And in the meantime, Ross, please send an offer to Mr. Rocha on Mr. Elliott.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's what I got.
Abel's here, Your Honor.
Say again.
Abel Dominguez.
Okay, Abel, I'm looking for you. Oh, I got you right here with Jared Sandoval, who's a thug.
That is correct, Your Honor. I have not had contact with him. He's a fugitive as far as I know.
Okay.
Okay, well, if, as, and when you find him, let us know. And if he's back in contact, I'll pull all those warrants I got out on him, apparently.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks, Abel.
Thank you, Judge.
Randall Grenier is in, Your Honor, as well.
Randy Griner, Joseph Baldaras.
He was here.
Randy, can you hear me?
He must have gotten off.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
I'm
There he
here.
is.
I'm sorry.
We're good. What's going on with Joseph Baldaras?
On Mr. Balderas, that is the complaining witness has filed a motion for non-prosecution.
You need to talk to the state about that. If you hang on for 5 minutes, I'll let you talk to him today. Otherwise, I'm going to reset you for a week to give you time to talk to him, right?
Well, I've asked for several offers from the state, including the one that I'm trying to get the bond reset on, John Garcia.
Okay, we're talking about Joseph Balderas right now.
Okay. With regards to that, yeah, just go ahead and set us for trial, Judge.
All right. And if you get, and in the meantime, state at your ability, send Mr. Griner an offer on Mr. Balderas, just so he knows where y'all are at. And then you'll be on our jury trial docket anyway. And then
Okay.
Randy, who else did you have that you need to talk to the state about?
John Garcia.
He's not on the docket, Your Honor.
He's not on the docket. This is the one that we've been trying to reestablish a bond.
He the one that's been AWOL for 8 months or something?
He wasn't AWOL for the whole 8 months. He missed it because he worked late at night. And since then, though, he's constant contact with his bondsman. And I can give you the SID number. All I'm asking for is reinstate the bond. Go ahead and put us on the trial docket as that as well.
Okay. And do you have a case number on Mr. Garcia?
I don't, but I do have a SID number.
Give me the SID.
1134. And my eyes fail me on the small cell phone, but I think it's 688. Let me see if I can pull it up a little bigger. 1134-686.
Okay, got it.
Thank
All
you.
right. You need to talk to the state about this guy. If he's been AWOL for 8 months, go ahead.
I've asked the state for an offer on it last week. And I haven't received anything. So.
And what kind of case is this, Randy?
Judge, tell you the truth, I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head, but we just like to get the warrants.
DWI and 2 failure to stops. It's actually Eddie's case, Randy, but he's out at the prosecutors.
Yeah, but I never got anything back from Eddie.
Yeah, he's out of town. So he'll but I'll make a note for him. I'm taking notes for everyone.
Well, I tried to call him again and I wasn't able to get a hold of him. But
yeah,
I would
he's in
like
Austin this week. So
okay, I would like the warrants pulled, Judge.
I understand, but I want you to talk to the state first, and we're waiting for the state to come back. And it's not your fault, not my fault that Eddie's not here, but he'll be here soon. And another week or so is not going to matter to your guy.
It will if he gets picked up.
Well, if he gets picked up, call me.
I will.
He hadn't been picked up in 8 months. I think he has good coping skills. All right, we'll talk about Mr. Garcia another day.
John Sheffield, Your Honor?
Alex, let me find Alex Sharp here.
Right
here, Judge.
Sheffield.
We talked about your guy yet?
We have.
Okay.
She has another DWI that is set in March for trial. We were awaiting the filing of this case, which got filed, and you graciously informed us of that, and we were able to get her bonded out. And this is the first court appearance on the other DWI. I am in contact with her. I have not received an offer.
Okay, let's reset a week to get you an offer, state. Please fire off an offer to Alex. And that gives you all, and then once you get the offer, you can talk to your client and let us know what you want to do. And if you need a trial, tell Pat. If you start a plea, tell Pat, and we'll go from there. Will that work?
It will, Judge. The only thing I just got notice, I have to be in Dimmitt County at 2 o'clock next Tuesday, actually 2:05.
Then let's do 2 weeks instead of 1 week. Will that be better? 18?
Yes.
18, 2 o'clock.
All right.
Judge, since there's 2 DWIs, just jumping in real fast, since there's 2 DWIs, DWI court will, of course, be an option. So if you wanted to, if your client was interested in that.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to y'all about that.
Actually, you probably just need to go straight to the DWI court and make an application. Is that not how that works, Pat?
Yes, if he wants, we can send the information to him.
I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
I will do that. I will send that to you either later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Promise.
That sounds wonderful. Hey.
All right. Takes care of you.
Mr.
John Sheffield, talk to me about Kyle Lambert.
Hi, Judge. Yes, I have Mr. Lambert. If I could speak to the prosecutor regarding
Hang on
this,
just a minute. I can hook you up. What's going on with, have you received an offer yet?
I have not, Your Honor. Needed to speak to the prosecutor if I could.
All right.
I have received the discovery.
What's the reason that she's giving you for not working?
She hasn't given me a reason.
Not received.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
What discovery have you not received on a handgun case?
I have. I've received the discovery.
Your Honor, we have Todd Coronado.
All right, Pat, reset Mr. Lambert for 1 week. Just keep it on my radar, and then Sean's going to talk to the DA here in a second.
Exactly.
Thank you, Judge.
That's great. Just let us know. And Todd Coronado's here. Let me look for that.
It would be a property of Frank Brown.
Todd, I got you for Frank Brown, fugitive.
I'm in contact with them. I've got an offer, but I would still like to confer with the prosecutor, please.
You hang around, you're in line. Otherwise, I'm gonna Pat, put this one on the jury trial docket just to keep it on my radar without having to bring Todd back every couple of weeks asking what's going on. They're too complicated to get
Yes,
resolved.
Your Honor. He's got several cases. Your Honor, we have Mr. Prada.
And Victoria, I've got you. Let me find you.
Your Honor, she's on the, I want to say the first page, Your Honor.
Victoria, I've got Noah Marmolejo. Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor. He's got active warrants, but I need to confer with Ross to try and see.
All right. Well, Ross, you're welcome to do that right now. We've got about 4 or 5 people ahead of you, but we can sure do it. No problem. So just
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sit tight on for a minute and we'll get you in there, talk to Ross. And who else?
Rosendo
Who have I
Prada.
not talked to yet? Let's see.
Rosendo Prada.
Rosendo, let me look for you.
The first 3 o'clock.
Virginia Prado, fugitive. Are you in contact with Miss Prado? Rosendo, your microphone's turned off. I'm glad other people do that. Makes me feel better.
My apologies, Your Honor. Yes, sir. I am in contact with her several times a week. I asked. We were here last week on the 4th. We're waiting on a plea from the state. So I'm going to hold back to see if I could talk to him this afternoon, but also ask you if we could, if you could reconsider a motion that I submitted to amend her bond.
She had a violation report, and apparently I did a bond increase, but I don't know anything about it at this time. I have to go back and look it up.
And I also asked you last week if you could also consider about rescinding those warrants.
And once again, that's something I have to look up. Let's do this. I'm going to reset you for 1 week. State, fire them off an offer if you haven't already on Miss Prado. And you're about the 5th person or 6th person in line to talk to the DA today, but we'll get you in there if everybody else sit there and be patient. Okay.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Who have I not talked? Everybody stop talking. Who have I not talked to? Anybody here who I have not talked to yet?
Mary Pledger.
Mary Petracek.
Yes, Judge.
Let me find you.
Mr. Michael New. Case number 674-913. I was on the 3 o'clock docket.
Okay. Gotcha. Michael New, are you still in contact with Mike?
Yes, Judge.
Have you received an offer yet from the state?
No, Judge, I don't think so. I haven't checked my email in the last 2 hours, but.
All right. Well, state, if you haven't forwarded an offer to Mary on Mr. New, please do so. It's reset for 1 week. If you want to get in line, you can talk to the DA today on this case if you have time.
Yeah, Judge, I'll get in line.
All right. Can we start letting the DA talk to people?
Douglas Kapmar.
Dougie, are you with us? I see you.
Hello, sir. I think my client is at large. He has a fugitive status, I mean.
That's what he's got a new arrest, is apparently what happened, and he got a bond increase or something. I said you are in contact with Mr. Vasquez, though, is that correct?
Sometimes, yes. Yes, I am in contact with him.
Let's talk about sometime right now. Are you in contact with him right now as we speak?
I was about to call him, but I did speak to him last week.
All right. Have you received an offer from the state on all these different colorful things?
I have not received one on the DWI.
All right, state, if you would fire off an offer at your ability to Mr. Kapmeyer on Mr. Vasquez. And let's just reset for a week. Just keep you on my radar. If you need more time, just let Pat know.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I got for you. All right.
For your information, the cases in 13 will be moved to County Court 6.
Oh, the assault cases?
Those 2 cases in 13 will be moved to 6.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so
All
next
righty.
time they should be with us.
Okie dokie. Thank y'all.
Okay.
Have the excuse.
You bet. Thank you.
Okay, we've got a long list, and Ross, I'm going to put you back in 1, and the first one was Victoria. So if you can go back to 1, and Victoria, I will put you in 1 with him. Okay?
And we're going to give everybody 5 minutes, and we're going to break in and kick you out.
Okay, so Victoria, room 1, and Ross, just stay in there.
Dating, but like attorney, prosecutor, defense attorney. I like it. It's good. We should do a reality show. Can we do that?
You can come off of YouTube now.